Vidyadhanandeshwara Nityanandeshwari Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahans, Mahans, Tanedars, Kotaris, visitors, viewers, sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV and Nithyananda Sabha in Haridwar, having Nayana Diksha, cities sitting with us all over the world through two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Nithyananda University, Los Angeles, Vancouver, Bhubaneswar, Phoenix, Kanchipuram, Kuala Lumpur, Palani, Toronto, Kailasam, Seattle, Chidambaram, Houston, Kalahasti, San Jose, Madurai, Washington DC, Sripuram, St. Louis, Tirumala, Singapore, Singapuram, Indrani, New Jersey, Toronto, Kailasam, Kuala Lumpur, Palani, Nagarkoil, London, Kashi, Jorpati, Nepal, Puryananda, Germany, Melbourne, Tiruvarur, Philadelphia, Minot, North Dakota, Mumbai, Sembur, New York, Varanasi, San Diego, Tirualabai, Belgium, Dhyanapitham, New Jersey, Omkareshwar, Warrington, New Zealand, Tallahassee, Florida, Granada Hills, California, Port Washington, New York, San Diego, Tirualabai, New York, Varanasi. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I can see Chicago, Srirangam, Devon, UK and Guadalupe, Rameshwaram also. Nehebal, Bangalore. Blessings to all of you. Yes. Today in the Inner Awakening, 6th day, we will be working on completion with others. Others who are really not others. Please understand, whoever you think as others are just extension of you. By the wrong definition, you call them as others. Especially people directly who are involved in your life. Whoever you meet every day, you can never call them others unless you are violent. Whoever you meet more than thrice a day is not others. Please understand. Whoever you meet, when I say you meet, not just seeing, even if you remember somebody more than thrice a day, that person is no more other. He is part of you, very much part of you. He may be your watchman or a security or an old friend or your guru, God. You may not be seeing them thrice a day. You may even see your God thrice a day, but you can't see your watchman thrice a day. You may not see them thrice a day, even if you remember them. Please understand, you can't call them anymore as others. They are very much part of you. Incompletion with them is incompletion with yourself. Incompletion with them is nothing but incompletion with yourself. This is one of the biggest blind spots for Advaitis. Please listen. The Hindus. This is one of the biggest blind spot. In every street in India, you will find at least 2-3 persons who are meditating, doing puja for last 25 years. So meditating 20 years, doing puja 20 years, doing some spiritual practice for 20 years and all is not a big thing in India. But if you look into their life, they will not even be talking to their spouse. They will not even be in talking terms with their siblings. They will not even be in talking terms with their own kids. Understand? This is one of the biggest blind spot. Hindus suffer. They think Advaita, enlightenment, is like a relationship between you and God, where you are individually having a contract with God. What you do to Him, He does to you. It is only related to that. And you are like a watertight compartmented being, island. And whatever you do will be kept in accounts. When you leave the body, that God will send a special flight and just airlift you. No, it is one of the most unfortunate belief and blind spot with which we Hindus are suffering. Please understand. I have seen some of the greatest dharmic people who really are sitting and doing meditation, japa, puja, spiritual practices for years. But just their own spouse, daughter, son, kid, they can't handle. Because neither they thought nor they have been told others are nothing but extension of you, part of you. We never put our energy in that direction. That is one of the biggest blind spot. This is also one of the biggest blind spot missing in our spirituo-socio fabric. Even though we are such a strong religious society, community, the spirituo-socio fabric of completion amongst us is missing. That is why the Dharma, the Vedic tradition, has to face so much of difficulties, so much of suffering. Completion amongst us is one of the important spiritual quality need to be practiced and enriched. Please understand. Completion amongst us. You will never find these funny things anywhere else in the world. Same village, same temple. Morning one group will go and do a puja in a different way, and evening another one team will go and do the puja in a different way. Both timing cannot clash. If somebody delays or somebody goes early, there will be riot and murders and bloodshed in the same temple. Morning one team will go and decorate the deity with a green sari. Evening another one team will go from the same village and decorate the deity with a red sari. Green sari team, if they get little delayed, red sari team will straight kill them. Red saree team goes little early to the temple, green saree team will straight kill them. Many of the Indian villages suffer this kind of a ignorance just because we have not understood this one important factor. We have not told the world, we have not told others, we have not enriched ourselves and others the very important truth. Others are nothing but our own extension. Our parents, our kids, our spouse, our brothers, our siblings, our sisters, everyone is extension of the patterns we carry. Understand? If you think, why should I? They will also be thinking, why should I? If you think, why not me? They will also think, why not me? It's one of the biggest blind spots. And one more thing, it is very unfortunate. We have emphasized so much about this otherworldly, even in Mahabharata. End of the war, both side people know each other, know that they will achieve the heaven and there all of them will live happily. Then why don't you guys settle that before and live here happily? Karna knows, if he is killed in the war, he will achieve the Veera Swarga, means the heaven. And he knows the opposite side, Arjuna also will be there in the same Veera Swarga. They are going to live peacefully. And Duryodhana knows he is going to receive Dharmaraja, Yudhishthira in Veera Swarga. Shaguni knows he is going to live with Nagula and Sahadeva in Veera Swarga. Virata knows he is going to live with Drona in Veera Swarga. Bhishma knows he is going to live with everyone in the Veera Swarga. Dhritarashtra knows he is going to be with Pandu in Veera Swarga. They all know it. It was not a belief, they know it. Because for us only Swarga is belief, for them it's a knowledge, it's an experience. It is so unfortunate. We are ready to live together only if there is no other option. We are ready to live together only if there is no other option. Why can't we consider completion with others as the first option? Why should we be pushed that completion with others as the compulsory in the life? I can say it is one of the major blind spot. In course of time, due to so much of emphasis on enlightenment and moksha, nirvana, we forgot to look around us and how we are relating with the people around us. You need to know Vedanta has only 3 terminology. Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. Jiva means the soul, you. Ishvara means God, the whole. Jagat means the nature, cosmos. They completely missed the component of humanity, society. Only few scriptures add humanity and society into Jagat, the world. But most of the scriptures don't even mention human society, human civilization, humanity as the component of the cosmos. Understand? For you to achieve completion and enlightenment, the knowledge about these three is enough. But Jiva, individual self, Ishvara, God, and Jagat, universe. The amount of knowledge we had about the aliens, Gandharva, Yaksha, Rakshasa, Muni, Kinnara, Kimburuda. We did not give that much of time and energy and intelligence and scriptures to complete with our neighbors. Go to any Indian village, you will find at least 100 people who has the mantra to talk to some Yakshini, some Devata, some Kali, some Kuladevata, some Mariamma. But they will not have mantra to talk to their neighbor. No, really. This guy will be going and sitting in the smashana whole day and night, chanting some mantra to talk to some Kali, some Smashan Kali, Kal Bhairava, Karpaswami. I am not saying trying to talk to them is wrong, but I am saying even if you talk to them, finally they will advise you, please bring completion between you and others. Somehow it became a big blind spot. I don't think originally this blind spot existed because our masters are so powerful and enlightened and brilliant. They did not leave this blind spot. In course of time, priorities and interpretations changed such a way that it became just Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. Never the society around us was considered. Your relationship with yourself, God, and universe. If this three is complete, that is enough for you to live in the perpetual completion and complete completion. So in the blind spot, the humanity around us was left. Understand? Today we are going to work on that blind spot and complete the humanity around you, the society around you decides your completion with yourself, your completion with others, your completion with God, your completion with universe. How much ever you may pay, attend 21-day meditation workshop, raise yourself to a different samadhi, one phone call from your spouse is enough to ground you to the underground reality, not even ground reality. She or he is almost 10 times more powerful than me. Here I have to work almost 10 hours to bring you to the space of completion and almost samadhi. You are there, just one push, energization, you will be in samadhi. Unfortunately, before energization, the tea break, you got one call. The whole thing I have done from morning till evening, 10 hours is over in 10 minutes. For some people, 10 minutes is too much time. Over. Is enough. What do you mean? Sitting with your Swami, leaving all this year, letting me pay the bills. That's it. You are not even in ground reality, underground reality. You are almost buried. Understand? Unfortunately, we have not taken the society around us into consideration to live in the space of perpetual completion and living Advaita. I think this is going to be one of my unique contribution to live Advaita. Because in these three, individual self and universe and God, nothing has changed from the time of Adi Shankara to me now. Nothing has changed from the time of Kapila and me now. But the human society around us is completely different. from the time of Kapila and now, from the time of Shankara and now. At that time, completion with the people whom you are living may not be that important due to various reasons and lifestyle. But now, due to the lifestyle changes and various reasons, that becomes a very important component. That is why I am adding one more component in the three, instead of just Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. Self, God, universe and human society. Human beings around you. You need to be in the space of completion with all the four. You need to bring completion with all the four. You need to have a clear knowledge about all the four. You need to remember about all the four. You cannot leave any one as a blind spot in all these four. Clear? You can't leave anything as a blind spot. You can't leave Ishvara as a blind spot, like atheists, stupid atheists have done it. If you want to put somebody in depression and take revenge, somehow make him atheist. Now give him some stupid atheist books, which looks very logical, which suits the rational, radical thinking. I don't call this rational radical thinking as radical. Rational radical thinking. It's a new word. Means thinking with so much of violence and discarding anything and everything without having the sensitivity or the intelligence or the patience to listen. See, before listening, the moment you see the flyer, what is there? Kalpataru. Who knows what it is? Throw it away. That is not, for that you don't need intelligence. If you are a stupid donkey, that's enough. Only to look into and see how it can be useful to me, how it can be useful to my family and others. Only for that you need intelligence. Come on, let me try one day. Let me wake up early morning and go and see. These guys have put big hoardings. There must be something, let's go and see. And listening, trying on Kalpataru meditation process and then seeing. For this only you need intelligence. Just discarding Ishvara, having a blind spot about Ishvara is not going to solve. And same way, having a blind spot about Jagat is not going to solve. Having a blind spot about Jiva, individual self, is not going to solve. Having a blind spot about the people with whom we are living is not going to solve. It's not going to bring your life into the space of completion. The complete completion happens only when you are complete with the people with whom you are living. I have a story about angry wife on the phone. An angry wife to her husband on the phone. Where the hell are you? Husband, darling, you remember that jewelry shop where you saw a diamond necklace and totally fell in love with it? And I did not have money that time and I said, baby, it will be yours one day. Wife immediately with a smile and blushing, yeah, I remember that, my love. Husband, I am in the pub just next to that shop there. Understand, completion with others is one of the important components need to be added to what Kapila and Shankara start to live Advaita. In their time, completion with others was not that important priority because of the society's situation. But now it is very important priority because of society's situation. So today we'll work on the important component, completion with others. Even if you have attended inner awakening, I request all of you sincerely, wherever you have incompletion with people whom you are living, whenever you have incompletion, take responsibility for it. Don't allow that tumor to exist. Complete, complete, complete. Complete. Bring completion to it. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.